I'm here specifically today to support the language in Section 9 regarding Desal. I think this is a very timely issue. The current approvals that have been going on so far have largely been political rather than based on science. I think the OPC has an excellent role here to do a scoping study that will go ahead and identify the appropriate places for siting or desal, different methods for intakes, also things like that.
We have a common goal and agenda for a better coast. I'm here to support the language used in the desalination section of the draft of the Ocean Protection Council's strategic plan, taking the right steps to move ocean desalination from the current environmental destructive model to a 21st century model that operates sustainably while protecting our ocean and environment should be the goal.
The things we really should be talking about are runoff, discharges, and climate change, and those are really things that Southern California needs to continue to deal with. We have issues where we're still discharging treated wastewater that could be used before it ever gets to the ocean. We have serious runoff issues that we're trying a lot of approaches, and I would say our low-impact development, our green streets, and Southern California has been a leader on a lot of these, and we should point to those examples. And certainly climate change is changing water supply statewide, but it's changing also the sea levels.
I know what we're going to do because I know the position you've been, and I've been a policymaker. I know how difficult it is to tell people there are limits to growth, and we have reached those limits. And now what do? Well, we need to look at the trends, and we need to understand those trends. We need to have the kinds of conversations. I heard one of the water district people say we need to work together. Well, we do. We need to work together in understanding the science underneath all of this that we're dealing with, whether it's water, air, energy, all of these issues work together. And we never have that opportunity, especially with the water districts, to actually sit down and talk science.
I really agree on what Debbie said about working together. I feel like it's very black and white. Either we can have it or we can't have it. And I don't think that desal is the worst thing in the world, but I think the way we go about it, the way we use the technology, and the best interests at hand are key. And I feel like sometimes it's more of a business interest or more of a personal interest. And I think, like your name is, it's an Ocean Protection Council. It needs to be ocean first, business later.
Generally, the shared intake idea between desalination plants and power plants, it just looks like an unwise engineering solution because they are indeed distinctly different. Therefore, if we're sharing an intake between these two systems, there's just always going to be engineering compromises, and you won't have the optimum intake theories for either one.
We believe true water management will result in local supply reliability, help restore and protect our coast and our ocean, and reduce cost. And we do look forward to working with the OPC on a more detailed definition of integrated water management and detailed policy for prioritizing multi-benefit water management reform and the coordination of several relevant agencies.
So there is an opportunity for the Ocean Protection Council, because it's a policy body and can make recommendations. It can, rather than having it be in a resolution, the Ocean Protection Council could potentially consider down the road a resolution that recommends some actions to the policy process as it's going along.